to Business Talk and time to talk insurance. And in today's tough economy, everyone is looking to save wherever you can. And I think businesses need to make it as easy as possible for us as consumers to do so. And the insurance industry is certainly no different. Insurance is one of those things often that they say that is sold and not bought. You don't roll out of bed in the morning and say, right, I'm going to go buy some insurance. But it's also where the idea of an insurance marketplace is really starting to emerge and gain traction. And it's a great pleasure to be welcomed now by Mishaya Chettiar, who's Executive Head at South African InsurTech Everything.Insure. And they're certainly blazing a trail when it comes to this kind of innovation that we're seeing in the marketplace for insurance. So, Mishaya, it's a great pleasure to have you on the show. Hope you're well.
Great. Nice to be chatting to you, Michael.
Now, kick us off. For those who don't know Everything.Insure, just provide us an overview of who you are and your world-first insurance technology that you've been pioneering, specifically in the South African market.
Okay, absolutely. So Everything.Insure is twofold. It is a digital insurance marketplace, as you mentioned, and it is also a digital broker. So what that means is a consumer can go onto the platform, they can answer a series of questions like they would most other InsurTechs, and they would be provided with multiple insurance quotes from the top providers in the market, and they're able to then compare those quotes, tailor those quotes, and then actually bind online. So that's one of the differentiating factors, is you can bind online, be covered immediately, and have a consistent experience regardless of insurer. So whether you're buying from the Hollard, Santam, Old Mutual, Bright, you will have a consistent buying experience. And then once you buy, all your insurance policies will be in one place, which we call Everything Central. And you can then claim, edit, get your confirmation of cover, pause cover, remove, do whatever you want. But again, in a consistent experience, regardless of insurer. So kind of like internet banking, but as if all your various banks were in one consistent platform. And then Everything.Insure is also licensed with the FSCA for robo-advice. So again, we were one of the first to get that. And so what that means is the experience you'd normally have with a face-to-face human broker, the platform provides that advice, and we're continuously improving that all the time. But we also have warm bodies on the other side to help consumers all along the way.
Yeah, we always know that we need a combination of this. It's not either one or the other. And I was just chatting to you off air about a bit of an issue I'm having with an airline. And I love airline apps, but sometimes you make a little mistake. You actually want to talk to an individual rather than maybe go through some of the online channels that are available. When it comes to independence, some might say, "Oh, you're just aggregating for a particular group or something like that." Talk to me about how independent you are and how that is maintained for the consumer and the user at the end of the day.
So we really are trying to curate the insurance market. So we're part of a group called the First Equity Group, but that is a group of brokerages and reinsurers. We don't have any insurers in our group, so we've got no preference to any one insurer. And we, as part of our advising a client as the digital broker, want to educate consumers that it's not just about price. It's about price, quality of product, what you're covered for, what you're not covered for, and quality of provider. So we rate the insurers according to multiple factors. We've got a whole insurance rater model where we look at the financial strength of the insurer, their claims paying abilities, their claims paying history, customer satisfaction, a whole bunch of factors. And we give all of that information completely transparent to the customer to try and compare. And we only put insurers on the platform that meet a certain standard, a certain rating. So if you have good financial strength, good claims paying ability, good track record with clients, those are the insurers we put on the platform. And we give all those quotes to the client. We don't hold any back and push any forward. And we give you the tools to compare. So as a consumer, you have all the information and you can make the choice. So that's our independence there.
I mean, that's all-encompassing, authoritative. It almost sounds like you're a digital broker in a sense, but you're also a platform for brokers. How do brokers interact and engage with the platform?
So we've got, there's lots of clients that like to go old school. They want to deal with a human. They don't want to self-serve. And so we built it for self-service. We built it for customers like you and me to do it ourselves. And we found that there's a lot of people that don't want to do that and they still want to deal with a broker. So what we did was we created a back-end portal for brokers. It follows pretty much the same journey as the consumer, but a broker can log in. Only approved brokers that are given access to the platform can log in, and then they go through the journey exactly the same as a customer would, but they do it on behalf of the customer. And then there's a few small changes where, record of advice and things like that need to get sent to the customer, approved, and then the deal can be bound. Those sorts of small things so that the customer is still involved in the process, but in a limited extent.
And when it comes to products, I'd imagine, given that you are curating the insurance industry, you offer a broad suite of products. Is it just short term? Do you offer any long term? Tell me a little bit more about the kind of products that I, as a consumer, could find on Everything.Insure.
So at the moment, it's just short term, but we are licensed for long term as well. And we are continuously adding products to the platform. We've got 5 categories of products at the moment. So we've got personal lines and various levels and niches of personal lines products to insure cars and homes. Then we've got business. So in business, we are just in the process of testing full commercial. So no limits. You can go and insure a massive business on the platform in a simple format. And then we've got products for SME businesses where you can insure your business if your turnover is under 20 million in under 5 minutes, where we recommend the classes and things like that. Then we've got tourism, which is products for the tourism industry, so tour brokers, tour operators, things like that. And then lifestyle, which is where at the moment we've got pet insurance in there, funeral insurance. We're looking to add gap cover, travel, things like that. And then professional, so professional indemnity, management liability, those sorts of classes, cyber. And we're adding products all the time. So the goal is to be the place, your only insurance platform. When you want to insure something, you go there, you'll get quotes from the best in the market, and you're able to cover immediately online.
And obviously you're doing this as a digital native, from first principles, and that gives you a huge competitive advantage. So I'm very interested to hear how you've approached your technological chassis in building this, because I believe it is world-leading technology. Tell me a little bit more about the underpin and what's under the hood there that makes all of this possible, that creates this fantastic user experience.
So Everything.Insure started building in 2018, and we've taken a longer term to get to market because we wanted to build differently, as you say. So we didn't want to build in fixed forms, hard-coded, these are the questions. We wanted to build a platform that could be a multi-quoting marketplace for anything. We've chosen insurance, but it's been built. You could today use it for banking. You could use it for telecoms. So we have built everything to run from the database. So nothing is in the front end screens. There's no fixed screens, no fixed code. It pulls everything from the database. And so products can be configured really, really easily. If we've got all the information, we've got a rating engine, we've got a rules engine, we've got a flow builder that decides what questions, which question gets asked after which answer control to put in. We've got a library of various answer controls. And so a product can be configured in hours, depending on the complexity of the product, hours and days instead of weeks and years. Lots of products changes. I can change a question in a second today. So yeah, it's quite cool.
Can you just expand a little bit more on how you're using AI and machine learning in your offerings?
Yeah, so this year we hired an AI and machine learning specialist to try and focus on it. We've been building it in quite a lot. So in the insurance industry, it's quite archaic. I say that respectfully, where as a non-insurance person, where there's fixed forms, there's fixed tables of rating and things like that. So, if you fall in this band, you get this rate. It's not very tailored to the individual. And so before the AI and machine learning, we started doing a bit of that, where we took that rating and we started building in complex curves and actuarial models so that the rating is tailored to the individual and tailored to the risk profile. But this year we've started to build in more AI, and we've got lots of big plans where we are building kind of like a ChatGPT style chatbot, where it is advising the customer all along the way, but the customer can interact with it. So if I give you this piece of advice, you don't quite understand it, you think that your situation is unique, you say, but I'm a real estate agent that drives, to clients once every 2 weeks, which use of vehicle should I choose? And it will answer you, and it'll help you compare your products, and you can ask it sometimes core cover versus Hollard's core cover, which one covers this thing that I'm looking for, and it'll answer you. So we're building that in. We're building in the chatbot and the AI into our claims paying ability to help vet claims. Our goal is to pay claims in under 3 seconds. Obviously, we won't be able to pay all claims like that, but if you meet certain criteria, log your claim, the money's in your bank account. So that's the goal for next year with our machine learning and stuff like that. And then the last thing is product recommendation. So at the moment, we give you all the products that you meet the criteria for. So as long as your sum insured's not outside the limits, etc., and we help you compare them. But we are building in more and more product recommendations to say to you, okay, well, for your profile, this is probably the right product for you. If you're looking for these things, this is the product for you. So yeah,
wow, incredible! I mean, that's it's revolutionary. Just those examples of how you're leveraging personalization to benefit policyholders, and it all comes down, I guess, to the data that you're using to ensure that the recommendations that I receive as a customer are accurate and unbiased. Tell me a little bit about how you source and secure the data underpinned to this technology.
So we're getting a lot of data from third-party databases, credit bureaus, things like that to help the consumer. So when we ask for an ID number, it's more to reduce the flow of questions for the consumer and get that data without you having to answer it. So when you're going digital, you'll know it's a little bit different to filling in a form. I want it to be quicker. I don't want to fill in the equivalent of a 30-page form online. And so we've taken the questions and we've tried to reduce them down to just what's required for rating and what's required for underwriting. And thereafter, we either don't ask the question, we try and source it elsewhere, we try and get a proxy for the information, or we move it to post-sign up. After you've signed up, we may ask you for a few things. But we then take that data together with the third-party data and we start to build a profile on the consumer. Because we do multiple types of insurance in one place, the more you buy, the more data we have. So if you've bought a personal lines policy and now you're signing up for, let's say, life insurance eventually, we've got a lot of information on you already, and we've got your business. And so we're able to build a profile and go, well, you bought golf insurance, so that means that you're probably a golfer, and so we could recommend this product for this business product that you wouldn't think would have anything to do with golfing, but it's got these benefits and these extensions that you may be interested in. It's a silly example, but so as we build up more and more information, because we've got a consolidated profile, it helps.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more lightning protection out there on the golf course. In jest. Now, obviously, this is it's relatively new, as you say. You started building in 2018. I've really only noticed a big push to market now. So clearly, you wanted to build the engine. You wanted to build the proof of concept to make sure that it works 100% before you really start yelling from the rooftops, as you should do. So tell us about your future plans, because it does seem now that you're really coming to market in a big way. Do you have any big partnerships or innovations or products on the horizon now that you're really excited to be announcing to the market?
Yeah, so I mean, now that we've built the platform that can cater for anything, and our goal was to have at least one product in every category to be able to be Everything.Insure. We are now wanting to bring on more and more products. So we're building we're calling it an admin console, but it's a user-friendly version of onboarding products so that anybody can come and load an insurance product on here, whether it's an insurer or an underwriting manager or whatever. And then we're launching in India. We've just gotten our license last year, I think, for India. That there's a lot of compliance, so that took about 2 years. And so we're launching the Everything.Insure platform there. And we've got some exciting partnerships with insurers as well, but we are maintaining our independence. So if we are going to be partnering with any insurers, it would be to let them use the platform in a different version for their internal brokers and things like that. So anything that is client facing to the public market will be independent, proper comparative quoting, no bias. And yeah, we've got some partnerships in the making with some telcos. So yeah.
Yeah, well, and already, I've seen a big splash in the marketplace. So it certainly seems to be one of those platforms that is poised for exponential growth. And insurance, I couldn't agree with you more. And not meant to be disparaging or disrespectful to other insurers, but it was ripe for this kind of disruption. I know it's an overused word, but this is the perfect example of the way a very traditional business model is being upended through the use of technology, of big data, of aligning these new tools in AI and machine learning and recommendation engines and bringing all of that to bear for a better user experience and better insurance experience, which we've got to welcome. Thank you, Mishaya, for sharing your expertise with us today here on Business Talk. And to our viewers, well, keep innovating, keep pushing boundaries, and stay tuned for more right here on Business Tech.